Right then, the best first wheel set to buy on Zwift. We're not going to bury the lead. It's their ENVE SES 4.5 Pros, which become available to unlock at level 29 for 675,000 drops. Everything before that is honestly a waste of your hard-earned drops. This video could end right now, but unlike my beginner bike recommendation, where the Canyon Aero 2024 is clearly the best choice, this one is actually close. And that's because the DT Swiss ARC 1100 DICUT also exist. And on paper, they're arguably faster. If you look at pure time trials over a typical course, the DT Swiss wheels will usually edge out the ENVE 4.5s, unless there's a lot of climbing. But it's a small gap in any event. The reason the DT Swiss come out on top in those charts is simple. They're more aerodynamic, which makes them slightly faster on the flats. But here's the problem with that. How often do you actually get dropped on the flats in Zwift racing? Almost never. And how many races are decided by the flat sections? None I've taken part in, at least. It's when the road goes up that the men are sorted from the boys. The short climbs, the steep ramps, and hard finishes are what decides Zwift races. And that's exactly where the ENVEs are better. They're still fast enough on the flats and descents, but they're quicker where decisive selections are made and where races are actually won and lost. So don't fall into the trap of thinking that just because the DT Swift wheels are marginally faster over a 25km test, that they're the wheel you should buy first, because they're not. If you can only afford one wheel set, which will be all you can afford at level 29, buy the ENVE 4.5s because they will give you a real advantage when races are decided. Eventually, you'll probably own both the ENVEs and the DT Swiss, but your first purchase should always be the ENVE 4.5s, the king all-round wheel set for Zwift racing.